video contains general spoilers for most of Star Wars. I think you fully rewatch A New Hope. You
Sorry.
you read all this.
Yeah.
You play Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah. A game that I don't think the servers are still up for.
You read Heir to the Jedi. You play Star Wars Commander,
Yeah.
which you know what Star Wars Commander is.
I think so. Jog my memory. Yeah. Yeah.
You play this game.
Yes. Yeah.
You read Battlefront Twilight Company,
Yeah.
and then, but we don't need you to rewatch Empire. You can
No. You remember that.
you can just play Star Wars Escape Training Hoth and Star Wars Yoda's Jedi Training, which is a free online browser game developed by Disney Interactive that loosely adapts the film Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I guess you can play Star Wars. Yeah, because then you play Star Wars Outlaws, and then you go into the Bounty Hunter arc of the Darth Vader comics, which is like the War of the Bounty Hunter stuff. That's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Yep, this is it. We're not getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
We're fully okay. We're fully here. And then you Return of the Jedi.
Okay. And are you ready for this? You ready for my pitch?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's gonna come together now. Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point in Return of the Jedi do they expressly say that Luke and Leia are siblings?
Is it on Dagobah?
It might be.
There's another sky, and then he fades away.
Yeah.
But I think it's not explicitly stated until this scene. This scene here.
How does he know
He goes-
though? Does somebody not tell him that? He just comes up. He just realizes it.
Just a second. I think he just realizes it. Contains tobacco. Oh yeah, Jabba's palace.
What a great movie, by the way.
What if we just scrap all this and you just watch Return of the Jedi 99
Yeah.
times?
I think that's honestly probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, it's right here. And the musical cue. Man, this movie's awesome. She's like, I know I've always known it deep down type of thing.
Yeah.
If you've always known it deep down.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Put clip here.
Yeah.
Insert relevant clip here.
Insert clip saying what we're saying my name here.
What's up, Jack?
Thank you.
So I think you cut there.
Yeah.
You cut there, and then you put the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
And then you put Kenobi immediately after that.
Okay. I you know what? 120:32. So you watch the first 2/3.
It's so funny he hates being in these movies. He's so good.
I know. Okay. Yeah. I think. Okay. It's 122.
Yeah.
41.
Yeah.
You don't want to cut right when he says sister, and she goes, "Huh." Then you watch the clip of Return of the, and then you go online and you search Revenge of the Sith ending, and you watch that, and then you do Kenobi. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down for that. And then do you finish Return of the Jedi?
Oh, I forgot a really important part of this actually.
Oh, what?
So it's we go back to Yoda time real quick.
Oh, okay.
That goes before Return of the Jedi starts.
I hate that you're right. I hate that, yeah, you're right. Okay. You go from War of the Bounty Hunters to the Yoda arc. Okay. Awesome.
Okay. So you do that. And then Kenobi happens, and then you finish Return of the Jedi. I think after Kenobi, right? Or is there anything we're forgetting right now?
Probably. Empire era. We'll solve you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, we pulled a lot from Empire. It's really just like tales in a couple of books.
Okay.
Yeah, I think then you finish Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
You watch the last 40 minutes?
Yeah.
The last 50 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're last hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we want to plug in all of the Tales stuff now?
Probably.
Because this is kind of a good
I feel like parts of it come after though, right? Or am I forgetting something? Yeah, no, we could put all of them in now, I think.
We can't put all of them in because this is after.
Right. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
get, but there's nothing that happen. Okay, let's do New Republic because there's nothing that happens after First Order.
Yeah.
Okay, New Republic. The Prince and the Scoundrel. This is a novel about Leia. And is this the novel that was just a second? This is important. Yes, this is the book that takes place on the defunct Star Wars hotel.
Okay. Okay.
This is
Okay.
the book that was written to promote the Star Wars hotel. I guess by all definitions, this comes next.
I think so, right?
I mean, this would be where we would tie up any loose ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this would be what comes next. And then this is where we get interesting. So Alphabet Squadron, let me confirm this real quick. So this Alphabet Squadron novel is about New Republic pilots hunting down an Imperial group called Shadow Wing, which is neat. And then there's a couple of sequels down here. Aftermath is Aftermath novel. A book.
Is that the book? Or is one of these Aftermath books the one where we see what happens to Jar Jar?
I don't. Let me just control F Jar Jar here. Okay, Jar Jar is not an Aftermath.
But I'm seeing two other
Jar
Aftermath
Jar.
books.
Jar Jar Star Wars book.
I distinctly remember there being a Jar Jar Binks like continuation or like
Yes.
ending for his character
Yeah.
in a book. Let's check out Wikipedia real quick.
Is it? Wait, are you thinking about Aftermath Life Debt?
Yeah, that must be right.
Because
Surely.
that's. I mean, that's Jar Jar's whole thing.
It's Aftermath Empire's End,
Aftermath Empire's End. Okay.
which is very funny given that Life Debt is his whole thing.
And does he appear, or does it just mention him?
He gets like a whole backstory, so I don't know. He's quoted. He has a direct quote in this.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I see it here. Aftermath Empire's End. He appears there. Yeah, I gotta read these books now too, don't I?
Can we talk about giving a book an opening crawl? By the way, how do you do that?
It's the Captain Underpants, the Flipperama.
Yeah, that'd be it. Anyway, Jar Jar closure.
So do you think this goes earlier then because of that?
Specifically, the Jar Jar chapter. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Jar Jar chapter follows. What's the one where he's with Mace Windu?
Oh, that disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't think it does. I
It
think it just happens to go with everything else.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so I kind of think that these just all happen
Yeah,
as they do.
yeah. But are you ready? Are you ready for my twist?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see season 1 of Mandalorian?
Yeah.
You're gonna put a space above that.
Okay.
You're gonna put the Star Wars Holiday Special there because Life Day is referred to in the first episode of The Mandalorian.
And so it has to be.
So you have to have context for what Life Day is.
You are correct. You are in fact correct.
And I'd argue putting it anywhere else. There's probably technically a better place to put it, but tonally speaking, I feel like it's really funny to go from the Holiday Special into The Mandalorian.
I think you're correct. There's got to be a better place. There's simply no way that's totally what we're doing.
I don't think there's a good place for it. Like, period.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you put it in between New Hope and Empire somewhere. And I feel like you don't do that because it's like let's see the master timeline real quick.
Or you finish Return of the Jedi and you watch the Holiday Special.
Perhaps.
That's what I would say. Is you do Return of the Jedi into the Holiday Special, and then you get to read the Halcyon Cruiser promo novel.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to read Alpha Squadron novel. Then the Aftermath, and then you get to watch the Hunted short, which you know what this is.
I'm forgetting right now.
So this is a CG short for promotion for Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh.
So that goes there. And then Alpha, like all of these can just happen in order.
Yeah.
Because you kind of got to get through, like, what's last shot? Lando. Oh, it's Lando and Han jumping between the past, present, and future. It's a tie-in to Solo. It explores the present, and it also shows a married Han with a young Ben Solo. Okay, here's my pitch. This goes before Rise of Skywalker. Then
I was gonna say I feel like that's gotta go. That's gotta go later.
that's later. I think all of these, including Galactic Racer, the pod racing game that comes out this year, or already did come out. I don't know. This all just happens next.
Yeah.
Mandalorian season 1. This is all just chronological.
Yes.
At this point.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'll be real. It's weird to put Skeleton Crew here. So we're actually going to put Skeleton Crew before Mandalorian.
All right.
You're going to get a lot of these novels, and you're going to get a racing, and then you're going to get Skeleton Crew, and then you're going to get Mandalorian, and then Path of Hate, which takes place before season 2, but I feel like we should watch it after.
Yeah.
And then Book of Boba Fett, and then at the end of that, the Mandalorian episode of the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And then season 3, and then the Ahsoka show, and then Mandalorian and Grogu, and then Untitled Star Wars film, Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
At this point, this is kind of the last bit that we have of stuff to add into context.
Yeah.
So let's add in some other stuff. Okay,
Yes.
Tales of the Jedi: Life and Death. This is Ahsoka being born.
Yes.
Where do you think this goes?
My pitch is you put it after the Clone Wars movie.
Okay, I like that. Which is, I gotta say, the Clone Wars movie is much too soon for me.
Yeah.
I would never show someone the Clone Wars movie this early. You have to, but I would never show them someone this early.
Can we just, like, before we get into this, I would just want to, like, marvel at what we've done so far. You know what? Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
We're gonna move the holiday special, but not where you might think it goes. Go to the rewatch of A New Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I'm gonna be real, tonally, this is actually a pretty good gradient.
Yeah. Okay.
Our next tale is One Good Deed. One Good Deed. I don't think I watched this.
I haven't watched this either. Is that Cad Bane?
Yeah, it's about Cad Bane. I know. I didn't watch this because this happened last year. I watched this because I watched all the Ventress stuff, and I was like, oh, that was awesome, and I went up to talk to somebody else about it, and then I just forgot to watch the Cad Bane stuff.
Oh, okay.
This can all go... Yeah, this is all early. Tales of the Underworld. A Way Forward, Friends, and One Way to Another. Yeah, these are all just like back to back, which is weird. The Cad Bane stuff. Post Holocron Heist?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep.
Knowing absolutely nothing about what's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Bonk. Back to Republic Era. Darth Maul 2017. This is a comic series.
Yes. You gotta put it after he comes back.
Yeah, what is the contents of this, you think? I think I read this.
I think it's just establishing
him...
that he's a Night Brother, right? It's like everything leading up to... It's his origin story. I
believe so. Yeah. It would be cool to... Yeah, it's when he like is hunting down crime lords. I think you can do this right after he comes back in Maul's Return. You do Maul's Return, you read the comic, and then you watch the end of Empire Strikes.
Okay, there's probably a way to bridge that gap. We have a lot of connective tissue we haven't
we do. We'll come back to it. Queen's Peril. Queen's Peril is a novel about you guessed it, Padme Amidala. It's about her early days as the Queen of Naboo. Before, I think this can go here, so you have to watch these two movies back to back. It goes there.
That's good. That's a good. Yeah.
This also between that, I think, is the Sith Lord.
We haven't put Justice in yet, by the way, which canonically takes place before all of these.
Is this also not on the list? Did I just forget to put things on the list?
I don't think this was on the list.
Okay. So Justice is gonna go after Phantom Menace. You think?
I think it goes before.
As a Qui-Gon establisher.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that you can't do... But I don't think you want to do the Sith Lord then until after Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
And then... So you go Tales of the Jedi, the Sith Lord, and then the second half of Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's normal and
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge.
Okay. Game show.
So this is the game show, Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge, hosted by Ahmed Best.
Is he canonically is he canonically his character?
Yes, I believe so.
That's awesome.
It's canon.
Stop. That's awesome. Okay. Is there any
It's
Grogu
written by
references?
Cavan Scott. For reference, Cavan Scott. This is all of his works.
That's insane.
He is he's one of the Star Wars. He wrote he wrote a ton of the comics in the High Republic era.
That's really funny.
And some other very good stuff that I've really enjoyed reading. Including our next thing on our list, which is Dooku Jedi Lost.
That probably goes immediately after the Yaddle episode of Tales.
I hear you.
Okay.
It is an audio production, not a book.
Okay. Yeah.
It is from Ventress's point of view.
Oh shit, and she hasn't been technically established yet.
It is detailing his life as a Jedi, training with Yoda, his relationship with Qui-Gon Jinn, and his eventual turn to the dark side, all through the lens of Asajj Ventress, uncovering his past.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Okay. So it takes place in 23 BBY. I'm assuming because it like flashes forward and backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So that would put it like here. Honestly, it might be cool to put it because you could do Clone Wars movie, and then you get Ahsoka Tales, and then you get Ventress talking about Dooku.
Okay.
You get like 2 hours of Clone Wars establishing the Clone Wars, and then you get Ahsoka backstory, Dooku backstory. The 25th anniversary comic special. I don't know what's in it, so I'm not comfortable putting this in a place.
Yeah, I agree.
Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge.
So,
Where are we putting
a very
this?
important question with this? Since Ahmed Best is playing his character that appears in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Is there at any point a Grogu reference? You
I
can't
do
ruin
not
Grogu.
know.
You can't ruin him.
I genuinely have. Let's pull up Grogu on the Star Wars wiki, and we'll see mentions. Oh my gosh! Look at his little render. Anyway,
it'd be
appearances.
Yeah.
There's no mentions thing here.
Okay.
You know what? I think this is how you close on Star Wars. Is the Jedi Temple Challenge.
I agree. I was gonna suggest after the Grogu backstory episode of The Mandalorian, you throw it in there because then that's Ahmed Best's character's backstory is the Jedi Temple Challenge.
Is that in season 2?
I think so.
Awesome. Bad Batch comics. I think should go right after the Bad Batch arc of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
We get the Bad Batch arc, and then you get to read some of their comics about some of their previous adventures. Thrawn Ascendancy, Chaos Rising. This needs to be. I'm gonna move this up just so we have it on our list, but it will be after the Thrawn books. Star Wars Outlaws, that book. It takes place during the Clone Wars. Does this just go before Star Wars Outlaws?
Probably.
Okay, now where did we put Star Wars Outlaws?
It's right there.
Here.
It's under Yoda's Jedi training.
Okay, awesome. Empire era. Okay, so practice makes perfect. Just it's first on the list here. Disney Plus original. Yeah, this is the shooting. They're practicing it over and over again. Yeah, because this is during Siege. What if you put this in the middle of Siege?
I think you'd have to, right?
I think we split up the Phantom Apprentice. Shattered is 3. 4 is the worst title of them, Victory and Death. At least favorite title of those 4.
Fair.
You might have to pause part through Victory and Death.
You can't make him pause through Victory and Death. You can't do that.
I in fact think that I can, and I will.
Oh, okay.
I think you pause genuinely seconds into it. Because they make it out, and then you pause there at 2:10. Once again, the best way to watch this is going to be to edit all this together beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, so choices, Tales of the Jedi choices is what is this episode? Oh, this has Young Dooku.
I think this happens before the one with Yaddle.
Let's look at the timeline. Choices takes place between 50 and 48 BBY. You are correct.
It establishes It establishes Mace Windu, so you could put it. Yeah, you could put it after the Qui-Gon one, before Phantom Menace, if you so desired to.
I don't remember how dark
I think it's pretty
Dooku
dark.
gets. I'm going to put it after Qui-Gon thing, though. I think you're right. I will say putting these two here does get rid of our Obi-Wan connection.
Okay. So in that case, do you want to, after Attack of the Clones, we just put all three of the Tales of the Jedi
Dooku ones?
Dooku ones?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or do we put these two after Phantom Menace?
Perhaps.
Okay, I think Justice after Phantom Menace because it has Qui-Gon, and then these two here.
Yes.
This is our Qui-Gon connection, and then this is more Dooku stuff.
Yeah.
Because Attack of the Clones talks about Dooku and
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon.
I actually would argue I think I like it better with Justice being after Attack of the Clones.
Okay,
Because
I'm good with that.
It's also like people very rightfully criticize Attack of the Clones. When I rewatched it the last time I rewatched it, Christopher Lee gives so much like emotional depth to Dooku, who has maybe like 10 lines in the entire movie.
Yeah.
And one of those is him talking about Qui-Gon. So I feel like you can ride off the emotionality of that into his backstory there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you feel me?
Yeah, my only counterpoint is now you are watching Phantom Menace, reading a book, and then watching Attack of the Clones, whereas before you kind of had like a little bit of a detox.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know. I think it's good in either place. I do kind of like them all three back to back.
Unless you wanted to put them before Attack of the Clones.
The only one I would put there is
either way.
Justice. You need to do Empire into Phantom Menace because that's our Obi-Wan connection.
Yeah. I would argue maybe Justice goes after Queen's Peril then.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Because then that also sets up Dooku.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I stand by that.
Yes. Cool. Tales of the Jedi Resolve. Resolve is the third Ahsoka one.
Yes.
Which takes place much later. And I think opens with her at Padme's funeral. Yes. So
you know where this is going.
All the way down here.
Where is it? Where is it?
Revenge of the Sith ending.
Yeah, in between that Kenobi.
What if you just watch Revenge of the Sith on mute? Do you still see her die?
Yeah, you see her die. I mean, like, no, yeah.
What if we just have you watch Revenge of the Sith without audio for the little where she says their names? And then also bleeps her mouth, like with a black bar over her mouth. What if we do that, and that way...
Whatever preserves the mystery.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
She's pregnant here.
Yeah.
Because so what if we introduce a new twist?
Okay.
We put this with the rest of the Ahsoka stuff.
Okay.
And then people know Padme dies, but they think she dies before giving birth, and then they get to watch Revenge of the Sith to learn that she dies. Because they think that she dies. They think that Anakin kills her.
Yeah. What does Bail Organa say to Ahsoka in this?
That's a good question. Let's watch. He just goes, Luke and Leia are twins.
He looks into the camera.
He looks right into the camera. Luke and Leia Skywalker are twins, and Anakin and Padme's children. I hate you, Jack and Keegan. And then it's her on a farmstead.
Yes.
And raptor.
I think we're safe to put that somewhere.
Do we let them just assume that she died? Like, when that she died when she falls to the ground.
The only issue with that is that we know that she gives birth to... No, we don't. We don't actually for sure. Okay. This is like the biggest mental gymnastics like ever. Okay.
And what's crazy is what if you just don't okay, wait, you start here.
Oh,
you watch the second half later. We've done it in reverse.
Yeah. Okay. I rock with that, sure.
Okay, you watch Revenge of the Sith's ending, right? And then you watch this, right? Except for you watch 00 through, was it 2 minutes and 40 seconds?
Yeah.
4 minutes 18 seconds. Right?
Then you go to Kenobi.
And you go to Kenobi. But up here, when you read the Ahsoka novel, you watch it, and you watch 4 minutes and 18 seconds through the end.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
Yeah.
okay, we solved it. These are the Ventress episodes. These
Yes.
go. Just a second. Let me see if these go before or after Dark Disciple. Prologue occurs right after Dark Disciple. So honestly, I think you just Dark Disciple right into these three.
Okay.
I lied. I Dark Disciple into Son of Dathomir into these three. That way you get the effects of the ending of Dark Disciple.
And I will say, speaking of Dathomir,
Mm-hmm.
the Tales of the Empire stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What all is that there? We have
Tales of the Empire.
we have the Grievous episode, which takes place during a Clone Wars arc.
Yes, but it's about Morgan Elsbeth.
Yes.
Is that lampshaded enough?
I think it implies that she's going to be important somehow later.
The issue is only like the first little bit is
True.
Clone Wars arc.
True.
And then she's banished or something. I don't know. I forget. Did we already put the Path of Hate on here, Keegan? Do you remember? Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I just forgot to put the Path of Fear in here. Yeah. And believe it or not, when there's about a million things.
Yeah. It's easy. It's easy to lose.
Yeah. I would say I would be down to put these two. Path of Fear. Path of Hate is here after her episode. Is that her first appearance is there, isn't it?
I think so.
I think we just got to put all three of these in there then.
Yeah.
The issue is she's not established before then.
Yeah.
And so she has to just be.
Yeah. Do we move? I think we move Jedi Temple Challenge after those 3 episodes. Is that fair? Is that a fair decision?
Yeah. So Realization is we're done with these. Realization is part 2 of the Barra stuff.
Yes.
Okay, where can we push? This is 18 BBY is when this takes place. Not that has dictated a ton of what we've done, but it would be. I mean, it might be cool to put it right after the Ahsoka novel.
Yeah.
Because this is what Ahsoka's been up to. Here's what Barriss has been up to.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
And then A Way Out, just part 3 of the Barriss stuff.
You could just put that probably with Realization, right?
We could also put it because it's 1 BBY.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's genuinely like
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be cool to put it between seasons. Okay. This is just Thrawn Alliances. This is just when the book Thrawn Alliances is. It might be cool to put it here with Thrawn Alliances.
Yeah, I agree.
Put it between, like, break up the seasons of Rebels a little bit. Like really, if we could have, we would have done with Clone Wars stuff.
Yeah.
But you simply can't. Okay. I don't think we put the first Thrawn book in.
Was that just Thrawn?
Yeah.
We put Thrawn in.
We did put Thrawn in?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's right here. Thrawn Alliances. And then Thrawn Treason. Which, did I forget to put on the list? Looks like it. Look at me go. Okay, so Thrawn Treason, which is a book that I did not... Okay. Is also 1 BBY. It actually has a canonical place between 2 episodes of season 4 of Rebels. And so straight up, I think we just put it there.
Okay.
Because of how important he is to Rebels by this point. Does that work?
Yeah, that works for me.
Rebels shorts. Real quick.
Yeah.
When do all of these take place? They're all before Rebels.
Oh.
I didn't watch them.
Why does it say 5-2 then?
Because I assume I put that because I assumed they were between 1 and 3. I assumed that was a me thing, not the Oh, there's 4 of them. And they all take place beforehand. Cool. You watch these after season 1.
Maybe that ushers you back into 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Thrawn Ascendancy novel. So these are the kind of things that take place way before, but I think that you read them during this whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
When is Thrawn first mentioned in Mandalorian?
I feel like it's got to be the Ahsoka episode, right?
Yeah. Season 2, episode 5.
I think.
Yeah. I think, here's what I'm going to do. You know what? We can do whatever we want. The first 2 books here and the second book here. The third
Okay.
book there. Because then you don't have to read 3 books in a row for people who don't like reading. And, well, if you don't like reading, you're going to really not like our timeline. And then that also kind of just gives you more Thrawn stuff in between. Even though it's all like takes place way before this,
Yeah.
it's like more Thrawn's story.
Putting it in between the Mandalorian episode of Boba Fett is really funny. I don't know why, but
Oh, I think I meant oh yeah, no, I did that on purpose actually because this feels like this is season 3 of the Mandalorian.
True.
That's Book of Fett. This is season 3 of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I did do that on purpose. Yeah. Okay, that is, we are done with the Republic era. No more stuff in here. No more Empire era. New Republic, we have Last Shot, which is going to go between this is our pre-Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
Yes.
Keegan, we're on the last sheet.
Oh my god.
It's only been 2 hours. Maybe 3 actually. It's noon.
It's been 3
for me.
It's been closer to
It's been 3. Oh my gosh. I kind of don't want to edit this. Just raw footage uploaded. You ever see me tank my entire channel instantaneously? And it's not in a great state right now. I think you gotta start with The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Then, okay, we're just gonna go through these real quick. That's the Poe Dameron novel, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow of the Sith is a canon novel. It is about Luke, Lando. What? It's about Luke and Lando focusing on the growing threat of the Sith Eternal.
The what?
The Sith Eternal.
What is that?
It's about Ochi of Beston, a Sith assassin. It's about the guy hunting Rey. Oh, so this is the story about this is kind of like a Rey backstory, but not really. He's trying to reach. This is okay. So this has to be post Rise of Skywalker, because it reveals too much about her story.
Okay.
And then let me just, while we're here, put Last Shot in here. I think we determined Last Shot novel.
Maybe that goes after Last Jedi.
Yeah. But before.
Yeah.
Bloodline novel Star Wars by Claudia Gray, fantastic author. 6 years before The Force Awakens, focusing on Leia in the New Republic.
I think everything up
Ryan?
to Phasma might be able to just go in order.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Force Collector or Eyes Like Stars are, so
I think I wrote Eyes Like Stars. Okay. Do we want the Poe Dameron novel? It's during his time with the Spice Runners of Kijimi. It's when they made him into a drug guy.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, and we all loved that. Do we want to ruin that twist?
No. Yeah, no, that
Okay,
could
so
probably go. That could probably
So this
go
goes after. This goes after Rise then. Bloodline could go before. Force Collector Star Wars novel is a young adult novel. It is part of the Journey Towards the Rise of Skywalker publishing program. It is set before episode 7, and it introduces the character Tar Nooksin as he discovers his connection to the Force.
Gar who?
This feels like something that would have paid off in Rise of Skywalker, but didn't. This is the kind of thing where it's like, this has to be after Force Awakens,
Yeah.
but it has no bearing
On anything.
on
On
anything.
Like literally anything.
Yeah. It takes place in 32. Don't give me. I might read this. I'm gonna read probably a lot of these books actually in the next few weeks, if I'm gonna be fully honest with you.
I'm just looking ahead for the sake of this, and I will not spoil anything that I'm looking at. I think it might be best to just put this before Rise of Skywalker.
Okay. Boink. That's going there now.
Just because of some of the stuff I'm seeing here.
Okay.
And I'm sure some Force Collector fan in the comments will be raging right now, and that's okay.
Real quick, I should note this. I probably should have noted this way before we were most likely. So we're 3 hours into recording this, most likely an hour into the edited cut, if I'm going to be honest. Hopefully
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
I hope less. For all of you Star Wars novel readers who think that you're better than other Star Wars fans, you are correct. You are better than other Star Wars fans. You are better than the people who have only just watched all of the shows and movies.
I don't
And
read.
you have more bearing to this conversation.
Yeah.
When establishing this conversation and talking about Star Wars lore, you do have more knowledge than these people, and don't let them try to tell you otherwise.
And you can gatekeep if you want to.
You are fully allowed to gatekeep. So Force Collector does take place before Last Jedi, but I'm good to put it after Last Jedi.
Yes. I think that's the correct, from what I'm seeing, I think that's the correct thing to do.
Okay, cool. Eyes Like Stars. This is not out yet.
Oh.
I do remember this one. Yeah, this is a Star Wars upcoming romance novel.
Okay.
Featuring all new characters plus a couple cameos. And when 18-year-old Ardent Quay saves the life of fast-talking, wild spacer on Coruscant, she doesn't expect a thank you, and she certainly doesn't expect him to stow away on her father's Star Tour ship. Yet here he is, taking up residence in the ship's pantry and eating all her favorite snacks. It's just like a young adult romance novel, but it happens to be Star Wars.
Okay.
It's awesome. I'm gonna say post Force Awakens,
Yeah.
but pre everything else.
that seems safe to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Force Awakens in here so that we can just order everything in this sheet and then do it afterwards. Now, the thing is, we can't know if there are spoilers yet because this book does not come out until July. Which, depending on when you're watching this, it might be out. It might be out because it took me 3 months to edit this video. It takes place before The Force Awakens, but the First Order is mentioned, and so we want to do The Force Awakens first.
Yeah.
Because you want to establish all that kind of stuff in the movies. Star Wars Resistance, the TV show.
Yeah.
I have not watched this.
Me neither.
I
started it at some point and I couldn't do it.
However, it is a show, and therefore it has to be on here.
Yeah.
There are a few seasons, I do believe.
Yes.
There are 2 seasons.
This is one of the situations where my list actually helps because I did map this out. Season 1, episodes 1 through 19 take place before The Force Awakens, and then season 1, episodes 20 and 21 take place after.
Okay.
And then season 2 takes place after The Last Jedi.
Okay, I'm gonna drag season 2 to After the Last Jedi, and then I would still say that season 1 happens after watched it after The Force Awakens.
I agree.
All right, Phasma novel takes place 34 ABY, which is at the same time as The Force Awakens. I think it takes place before The Force Awakens, so I think we just put it right after The Force Awakens.
Okay.
Force Awakens establishes Phasma, and now she's here in this book.
Okay.
Legacy Star Wars novel. Let's see. It is an upcoming Star Wars novel that is about Rey's Jedi training between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
It is unknown. I'm going to put this after Rise of Skywalker simply because we do not know what it's going to talk about that will have been established, not been established.
Yeah.
Or we can put it before, but it's the way that we simply do not know because
I think it's safer
it's
to
not
put
out.
it after. Yeah.
It's between 34 and 35 ABY. Simply we don't know type of thing. A Crash of Fate. There's a lot of novels in this era, guys. A young adult novel. It's part of the Galaxy's Edge Media Project.
Okay.
Which we'll get to in a second. And this is about being on Batuu. It takes place in 34 ABY, which is after The Last Jedi, maybe, or before The Last Jedi. I don't know, the same year. And the book is out, but has genuinely no plot summary on Wikipedia.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say after The Last Jedi, which leads to our next thing, which is Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance, the theme park attraction.
Yes.
Which is, for those of you who do not know, the ride at Walt Disney World inside of Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance, but before Resistance Season 2.
Yeah, that checks out.
The Jaws of Jakku audiobook. Okay, let's see here. This is a canon. It's written by Kevin Scott, another prolific Star Wars writer, who I think I mentioned earlier in this video. I don't know. I've mentioned. Yeah, he's the guy who wrote Dooku. It is exclusively available through audio on Audible, and it is also set during Rey's Jedi training with Leia.
Okay.
The book is presented as being retold by the 12-year-old Lessa Chaffney.
The who?
The 12-year-old Lessa Chaffney.
Everybody's favorite character.
I trust Cavan Scott as a writer. I don't know what I think about the book being presented as retold by 12-year-old Lisa Chaffney, and because I will not be getting Audible, I'll never know. But I'm going to say this goes with Legacy because they're both about the same thing.
Yeah.
The Last Order novel is a young adult novel written by Paul Medelia, and it is about... It's following the end of Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is about the Resistance rescues a ship full of young passengers who've been kidnapped by the First Order. It's about Finn and Janna.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
So I can
Also, no summary.
I can immediately follow that then.
Yeah.
And then Starfighter, I believe, takes place 5 years after Rise of Skywalker, is what I recently heard.
I believe so. Let me check the timeline of Canon Media. 40 ABY, which is in fact 5 years after. Okay, and then so this is our order. Boom.
Okay.
We did it.
We forgot one thing, and it's actually kind of
We forgot
important.
one thing. Okay.
So before Rise of Skywalker,
Mm-hmm.
there's a canon Fortnite event that explains how Palpatine came back.
Right. Yes.
Okay, and then did we put the campaign for Battlefront 2 on here? 'Cause that's also canon.
I don't think we did. Battlefront 2: Resurrection. All missions take place here. One before this takes place in 34 ABY. After Bloodline. Okay. I'm cooking here.
Okay.
Mission 12 takes place here at 34 ABY. Okay.
Okay.
But missions 11 and 10 take place concurrently with Aftermath Empire's End.
Okay.
So those are going to go here, and that's in 5 ABY. Missions 9, 8, and 7 take place right before Life Debt, also in 5 ABY. This breaks up the novels.
Yeah.
There.
You get to game a little bit.
Princess and the Scoundrel, and then you get a whole bunch of missions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the Battle of Endor, which takes place with Return of the Jedi. So you finish Return of the Jedi, you play the first mission of Battlefront 2, you shut the game off, you read a book, and then you come back and you do missions 2 through 4.
Yeah. Because that book, I'm sure, gives you, like, very necessary context for those missions.
Yeah. You also get the prologue here. It's prologue, and mission 1.
Okay.
After Battlefront, you go into Battlefront 2, the Inferno Squad, which I don't know what that is, but it takes place at 0 ABY.
Yes,
and concurs with it.
Yeah.
Are we free?
I think that's everything. Let's look over everything. Top to bottom.
So here's what happens. Here's what you watch in order. You start with A New Hope, and then you watch The Empire Strikes Back, but you stop at the end of Dagobah, which is an hour 25 minutes, 32 seconds in. Then you go back and you watch The Phantom Menace, you read Queen's Peril, you watch Tales of the Jedi Justice, you watch Attack of the Clones, you watch Tales of the Jedi Choices and The Sith Lord, and then you watch more of The Empire Strikes Back, but not the end. You watch 125.32 through 138.30. Then you watch the Chrysosis arc, the Clone Wars movie, Tales of the Jedi, Life and Death. You then listen to the audiobook, Dooku Jedi Lost, or you read the script, I guess, but I would listen to the audiobook over reading the script. And then you watch the Clone Wars arcs of Toydaria, Domino Squad, Malevolence, R2 Lost, Newt Gunray, Pirates, Lurman, Ardo Plutonia, Virus, Ryloth, Holocron. Then you do all the Tales of the Underworld Cad Bane stuff. The Zillo Beast, Geonosis, The Deserter, Death Watch, Boba, Corruption. Man, you just watched so much Clone Wars in a row. Then you watch the ARC Troopers arc. Nope, the ARC Troopers episode. You do the Zero the Hutt arc, you do the political arc, you do the Night Sisters, Trandoshan, Water, R2 and C-3PO, Citadel, Zygeria, Youngling, D-Squad, Disappeared, Onderon, Umbara, Obi-Wan Undercover, Ventress, Maul's Return. Then you read the Darth Maul 2017 comic. Then you finish The Empire Strikes Back. Then you watch Mortis, the Mandalorian, the Jedi Temple bombing, Fives, Clovis, and then you read Dark Disciple. You read the Son of Dathomir comic. You watch Tales of the Underworld, A Way Forward, Friends, One Warrior Another. You watch the Bad Batch Clone Wars arc. You read the 2 comic arcs, I Say Stories of Bad Batch Ghost Agents and Rogue Agents. You watch the Martez Sisters arc. You watch Old Friends Not Forgotten. Then the first 2 hours and 3 minutes of Revenge of the Sith. You then watch The Phantom Apprentice, Shattered. You watch the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds of Victory and Death. Then you watch the Tales of the Jedi Practice Makes Perfect. Then you watch the last 20 minutes of Victory and Death. Then you watch the Bad Batch Aftermath. Then you read the 2017 Darth Vader run. Then you watch Tales of the Empire Devoted. Then you watch the rest of the Bad Batch Season 1. Because don't forget, you watched the first episode of Bad Batch 3 things ago. Then you watch the Bad Batch Season 2, the Bad Batch Season 3, back to back. Then you watch Maul Shadow Lord. Then you read Thrawn. Then you read Lords of the Sith. Then you read Tarkin. Then you play all of Jedi Fallen Order. Then you read Jedi Battle Scars, you read Most Wanted, you read Crimson Climb, you watch Solo: A Star Wars Story, you play Jedi Survivor, you watch episodes 1 and 2 of Star Wars Rebels Season 1, you read the Kanan comic run, you read A New Dawn, you watch the rest of Season 1 of Rebels, you watch from 4 minutes and 18 seconds to the end of Tales of the Jedi Resolve, you then read Ahsoka, you watch Tales of the Empire Realization, you watch all the Star Wars Rebels shorts, then you watch Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels, you read Lost Stars, a book that has no connection to anything else that's happening right now, you watch Star Wars Rebels Season 3, you then read Thrawn Alliances, you watch Tales of the Empire The Way Out, and then you watch Star Wars Rebels Season 4, Episodes 1 through 11, then you read Thrawn Treason, or audiobook it, up to you, then you watch the rest of Star Wars Rebels, then you read Rebels Rising, you watch Rogue One, you watch both seasons of Andor, you read the 2015 run of comics from Darth Vader, you watch A New Hope again, this time with the context of everything that came before, then you watch the Star Wars Holiday Special. And then you read the 2016 Dr. Aphra comic run, you play Star Wars Battlefront 1, you play Star Wars Battlefront 2 DLC Inferno Squad, I think it's the DLC, you read Heir to the Jedi, you play Star Wars Commander, you read Battlefront Twilight Company, you play the card game Star Wars Unlock Escape Game Hoth, you play Star Wars Yoda Jedi Training, you read Star Wars Outlaws, the prequel book, Low Red Moon Chapter 1, then you play Star Wars Outlaws, you read all the Darth Vader, Dr. Aphra and War of the Bounty Hunters 2020 run of comics, then you watch the Yoda arc from Star Wars The Clone Wars, then you watch the first hour and 22 minutes and 41 seconds of Return of the Jedi, then you finish Revenge of the Sith, because remember, you didn't watch the ending of Revenge of the Sith, you have 5 minutes left, so you can really just kind of Google the ending clip, then you watch Tales of the Jedi Resolve, that first 4 minutes and 18 seconds that we skipped before, then you watch Kenobi, then you finish Return of the Jedi, then you play Battlefront 2, the first prologue and the first mission, the prologue, then you read The Princess and the Scoundrel, then you play the next 5 missions of Battlefront 2, then you read Alphabet Squadron, then you read Aftermath, and then you watch the short Hunted on the EA Star Wars YouTube channel, you read Shadowfall, an Alphabet Squadron novel, and then you play missions 7, 8, and 9 of Battlefront 2, you read Aftermath Life Debt, which does not have Jar Jar in it, despite what you would assume. You read Victory's Price, an Alphabet Squadron novel. You read Empire's End. You play Battlefront 2 Missions 10 and 11. You play Star Wars Galactic Racer. You watch Skeleton Crew. And then you finally get to watch The Mandalorian Seasons 1 and 2. And then you watch 3 Tales of the Empire shorts, The Path of Fear, Anger, and Hate. Then you watch the hit game show Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge. Then you watch the Book of Boba Fett, but not the Mandalorian episode. So I'm going to put a star there. Then you read Thrawn Ascendancy, Chaos Rising, and Greater Good. Then you watch the Mandalorian episode of the Book of Boba Fett, and then you read the Mandalorian Season 3, then you read the third Thrawn Ascendancy book, Lesser Evil, then you watch the Ahsoka show, you watch Mandalorian and Grogu, you watch the untitled Star Wars film from Dave Filoni that's coming out at some point, then you read Bloodline, you play Battlefront 2 Mission 12, you watch The Force Awakens, you read Phasma, you play Star Wars Battlefront 2 Resurrection, all of those missions, and then you watch Resistance Season 1, you read Eyes Like Stars, which isn't out yet, you watch The Last Jedi, you read A Crash of Fate, then you fly to Florida or drive to Florida, depending on your length. You go to the Hollywood Studios, and then you go back to the Rise of the Resistance, preferably like when the park opens. That way you don't have to wait a super long time, because the wait can get up to like 3 hours, even though it opened like years ago and is still kind of sparks the rider down all the time. It's really annoying, but you ride the Rise of the Resistance ride, right? And then hold that all in your head. And then you do season 2. So this canonizes you into Star Wars, by the way. Then you watch Resistance season 2, then you read Force Collector, then you read Last Shot, then you find a YouTube video of somebody playing the Star Wars Palpatine Fortnite event because you can't play it anymore, and then you watch that, and then you watch The Rise of Skywalker, and then you read The Last Order, and then you listen to the Jaws of Jakku, and then in a few months you read Legacy, and then you read Poe Dameron Freefall, and then you read Shadow of the Sith, and then you end with Star Wars Starfighter, which comes out, I believe, like next year, with Ryan Gosling.
I think we covered everything for the most part. I think that's yeah.
What do you mean for the most part?
Well, if you squint really hard, you can make some stuff that's in Legends work.
And the sheer number of comics that we did not talk about. So that's the correct order to watch Star Wars in.
Yeah. I don't think anybody can argue with this. I'd argue. Like, I think this is the correct way. This is the way.
I guess there's only one thing we can say. With Lost Stars, where's that at? Yeah, Lost Stars. I guess I could. There's a lot of novels in here. You could read the webcomic instead. I guess if you really wanted to.
There was a webcomic.
Yeah, it's a webcomic adaptation of the novel.
That's awesome.
And I guess like one other thing we did forget. You could then here, I guess, read Life Day #1, the comic. It takes place in 31 ABY. Like it takes place a lot later, so you actually probably shouldn't.
What happens in Life Day 1?
I lied. You should probably watch it down here after you watch The Force Awakens.
There you can take this. You can make this ultimater, but for now, if you're
we could make this better.
Oh yeah, there's always a way.
Well, the order could not be made better. The contents could be made better.
Yeah, exactly. This is a good skeleton.